What's good? You've been talking to yourself the whole time.
Again.
Yeah, you've been talking to yourself the whole time.
So again, let me go through my intro here. Again, it's me. Y'all already know who I am. We here for another Fadeaway Podcast. We got the hardest working man here on the network, Coach Dante. And in the back, we got Orange Cassidy's favorite wrestler, fan. He's the Cork Maz lover.
Oh,
Everything
shit.
about Michigan. Money making Mitch, mini me. Mitch, what's going on, Mitch?
First of all, I'm not a fan of Corkmas anymore. That's your guy. And I don't want to hear that anymore. And Orange Cassidy really. Yo, Samoa Joe's wrestling tonight. I'm excited.
On AEW?
AEW. He's wrestling tonight for the Owen Hart tournament thing.
Shout out to the chat. We got Luke is broken. Got Big Pay Slays in the building. We got Burn, of course. Iverson Vlogs going on Word of King. I will see you tomorrow. The funeral already happened. I don't know if y'all didn't see Doug. If he's not still on, I know he's wrapping up. Doug definitely went in about his Lakers.
Was it pretty?
Like he said, he's been quiet all year. He said he might do a part 2, but he pretty much ran down what's wrong with the Lakers, and he definitely went in. He said Anthony Davis can get out of bed, and he said, "Oh, I sprained my ankle. I can't play today." I was dying. But let's get into it real quick. Last night's games. Gonna run down really, really quick. We got some playoff implications going on as well. Last night's games were interesting. Of course, not the Mavericks, I lied. It was the 76ers against the Pacers. Joel Embiid, 45 points, 14 boards, up by 27 points. We end up winning the game still, but that's not the point. 131 to 122, and Joel Embiid is the sole first place in the scoring in the NBA. We got the Magic and the Cavaliers. The Bulls needed the Cavaliers to lose for them to get in, so the Cavs lost to the Magic, going 20 to 115. And then we got the Nets beating your Rockets, Dante, 118 to 105. The Heat put a whooping on the Hornets, 144 to 115. The Raptors beat the Hawks by 10, 118 to 108. The Bucks beat Chicago, 127 to 106. 132 to 114. The Wizards beat the Timberwolves. 132 to 114. Close game with the Thunder and the Trailblazers. The Thunder gets it done 98-94. We got the Spurs beating the Nuggets. The Spurs officially put the Lakers out their misery. The Lakers not even in the play-in. They're done for the season. 116 to 97. The Jazz beat the Grizzlies 121 to 115. The Pelicans beat the Kings 123 to 109. And the Suns put the dagger in the coffin by beating the Lakers last night 121 to 110, officially putting the Lakers out of playoff contention. They are eliminated yet again. The last year they went in the first round. This year they can't even make the play-in. So speaking of the Lakers, overall, guys, what was the Lakers' issue and problem this season?
Too old. Seriously, they were too old. They didn't have good chemistry in Westbrook. Westbrook built my backdrop. So I'm just telling you right now, that was not a good fit. We said in the beginning they should have got Buddy Hield or DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan was this close to going to the Lakers.
They had DeRozan's contract. They had him ready to go. LeBron was like, "No, I want Westbrook." That's what happened.
Yep. And look what happens now. Chicago's playing Philly in the first round now.
No, they're not.
Huh?
No, they're not. We're going to get into that.
All right, I'll shut up.
Dante.
First of all, I'm going to give a moment of silence to the Lakers. Everybody in the chat and everybody just get a moment of silence to the Los Angeles Lakers. They have been put to rest for the last couple of years. I mean, one of the years growing, LeBron too is growing. Then they come back, they win a championship. They come back, they lose the first round to the Phoenix Suns, which is Anthony Davis ran. One other thing he ran, Anthony Davis ran this damn mouth too much and said, "Hey, the Suns got lucky. Well, they put you at home. Well, they made you go home. Then for the second straight year, you at home because of the Phoenix Suns now. So sometimes people need to shut your mouth up and eat your words, and that's what he's doing right now. So again, it's many things that went wrong with this. First, starting off, letting go Alex Caruso, letting him walk, not getting Kyle Lowry in the trade deadline. That's one of the things. Not giving up a first round pick to the Houston Rockets for Christian Wood. They didn't want to give a first round pick to get Christian Wood, and Christian Wood was definitely on the table. Then you go back into the offseason. How about trade Kyle Kuzma to the Wizards, Washington Wizards? Now he averaged a double-double this year. Brandon Ingram now in the playoffs. Now dominant to compete in the playoffs. Josh Hart in Portland, but he's still very good. Lonzo Ball now for to be in the playoffs with the Chicago Bulls. So LeBron trading away the future, giving up Zion Williamson. Basically, that was the first pick to get Anthony Davis over there with the Lakers. Because remember, the Lakers had the first round pick, and what lottery protected, which turned into Zion over there. Zion had a good 2 years with New Orleans. So I'm not going to call him a bust, but he had a great 2 years with New Orleans. He still can do it. He still can do it. Trust me, he just got to get committed on the court. But LeBron James calling out all the shots, the rotations, not playing any good defense. Russell Westbrook just doesn't want to be a third option. The confrontation of him going to the bench, refused to go on the bench, refused to do right as a team player, refused to change his game. Anthony Davis, the injuries, which is the Lakers knew he had an injury history throughout in New Orleans. So again, it's a number of things went wrong. I think I'm gonna give Frank Vogel a little bit of a pass, but not to say it's not his fault. It is his fault. Russell Westbrook is Russell Westbrook's fault as well. He's not the whole fault because he's just in a bad fit. Letting Buddy Hield, not getting Buddy Hield, saying nope, I want Russell Westbrook. I'm not getting Buddy Hield, which is the one you should have got. Everybody agreed he should have been an LA Laker. Not getting DeMar DeRozan, not getting him, a guy who's from LA that can perform better than Russell Westbrook. So all of this was a mess. Go through the bottom of Rob Pelinka. LeBron James are not wanting to rebuild, and one of those young players and grooming young players is wanting to win now, getting your boy Carmelo Anthony, like I say, who just took a step back, who just knowing how to take a step back and not playing any defense. Kendrick Nunn is hurt. Wayne Ellington is hurt. But you don't got no shooters on the team besides Malik Monk, besides Austin Reeves. Your only two consistent shooter. LeBron is streaky at times, but you don't have any type of consistency on the shooting side. So again, you can't stay in front of nobody. You can't play defense. You want to quit, and even your own leader wants to quit when things get tough. And plus, LeBron just quit on the team. Basically, just quit on the team when you the one put this team together, and you don't want to ride it out with this team. You put this team together, and you sit on the sideline for the last couple of games and don't want to ride this team. Don't want to go out and go down with your teammates. That's a sign of not caring, not being a team player, being selfish. Put together what you built and what you wanted, but not want to go down with them. You rather for your other teammates to go down by themselves to make it seem like you're not going to be the problem. But instead of putting the team that you built and going down with you, if I'm going to lose out of the playoffs, I'm going to lose out with my family, with my brothers on the court. And so half of the issue is LeBron. I know he performs at 37 on the court and he keeps his body in shape, but you got to go down. You got to ride it down with your teammates. This is what you put on the court. This is what you want. You have to ride with these guys. And I feel like LeBron was selfish, and I feel like that's not being a good leader.
Anything else you got to add to that, Mitch?
No, I think he nailed every single point.
Of course, Russell Westbrook's going to run it back with them next year because nobody's going to want to take on that contract. And Westbrook already said he wants to run it back. Now, as we stay on the topic on the Lakers, Anthony Davis, he has, as you know, has really not been playing, because due to injury. So this is what Anthony Davis said to the Los Angeles Times on playing through injury. He said, "This is what I've learned about injury. Last year, when I wasn't playing, people were saying AD's giving up on his team. It's the playoffs. AD's got to play. When I went out there, got hurt again, they said, who was his trainer? Who let him play? So what the bleep do you want me to do? When I play, it's a problem. It's a problem. When I don't play, these are little ticky-tacky injuries." So, what do y'all got to say about Anthony Davis coming, about his comments on his injuries?
Dante, I'll let you go first on this one.
Appreciate it, Bobby. What's up, Ern? What's good, my guy? What's the problem on that? I mean, injuries happen in any sport. Injuries happen in any sport, so you can't control injuries. You can't control that. So I'm not going to question a guy giving up on his team because he's getting hurt. If he's getting hurt or something like that. Now, in that Phoenix series last year, Anthony Davis was actually hurt, and he shouldn't have played in that series. He was actually hurt. He couldn't do anything. It's a difference when you're hurt or when you're just injured. When you're injured, you just can give it all you got. When you're hurt, you just don't change that. And he was hurt last year in that series. You can clearly see LeBron was hurt. He was hurt, but LeBron was injured. LeBron was injured. Anthony Davis was hurt. He was just hurt. And I'll say again, I'm not going to say he quit on his team because he was injured. But like I say again, the Lakers knew that. They knew he was injury prone coming into them. LeBron even knew that. So again, I'm not going to say he quit on his team because his injury history. And I heard he does got a lazy work ethic, which is I really actually believe he does got a lazy work ethic, and he doesn't want to work as hard. And a person like Jimmy Butler will let you hear it. I don't give a damn. LeBron should let him hear it. You got, hey man, you got to work. I know damn well if you play with Kobe, Kobe's going to let him hear it. You got to work, man. He even told Shaq that. Him and Shaq had even arguments. Hey, you got to work. You got to get in shape. You got to get your ass in the gym, man. You're going to be the best player, best center in the game of basketball if you work hard. But the problem is Anthony Davis doesn't want to work hard now. But do I believe he quit on his team? I'm not going to say that. But I will say LeBron quit on his team. I can say LeBron quit on his team because the last two games you're in a play. You're still technically in the playoffs. You wasn't out of the playoffs by no more than 1 or 2 games. You still have a chance to fight to keep this team in it. And LeBron sat on the bench and watched his team fall instead of him, the players that he brought in, him fighting with those guys and going down with those guys. LeBron didn't choose to do that. He chose to sit his ass on the bench and watch this happen. So LeBron to me quit on his team. He gave up on his team. There's a lot of games. It's a lot of games in the regular season that he gave up and he quit. He quit on his team. LeBron just quit. And so, like I say again, it's just issues all around. Anthony Davis doesn't want to play center because I believe Anthony Davis is just too small to play center. He's just too small to play center. That's just what it is. He doesn't want to bang with he can't bang with those big guys like a Joel Embiid. He can't bang with those type of guys. Anthony Davis is more of a forward than he is a center, but I know why they actually put him at center because they're trying to create mismatches. He can shoot on the outside a little bit. He probably not as effective, but he can spread you out from under the paint. And again, like I say, it's just an all-around dumpster fire for that Lakers team. So many things went wrong. But again, LeBron built this and he punked out. He didn't want to go out with them. He didn't want to go down with them. That's like me leaving Mitch when he gets into a fight. I leave Mitch behind. I'm running. I'm not going to go down with him. You got to go down with your boys. This is a team you built. You got to go down with them. You got to fight with them.
Well, I appreciate that. But appreciate that, Dante. But here's something interesting about LeBron that I heard about today. Every time when he went to a new team, it was on his 4th year. Like to the Cavs, then he went to the Heat, then back to the Cavs. It was like on the 4th year. And is this his 4th year on the Lakers?
No, he got 2 more years with the Lakers. Now remember, he already said in 2 years I'm leaving. If Bronny comes into the league, he's going wherever Bronny goes. He has 2 more years with the Lakers, and that's it.
Well, they need to fix something. And I heard Doc Rivers is an open candidate for the Lakers job.
As Dante was right, not that we fell off tangent, talk about, and it came up, Mike D'Antoni possibly could go to the Sixers if that was to happen. I said, David Dante called it.
Well, it's common sense at this point.
Yeah.
It's common sense. So, and I said it too. Don't act like I didn't say anything.
But I don't know. Just like Anthony said, maybe he needs to just go in the weight room. Maybe work his leg muscles because there's always something with his foot, an ankle, a knee. A lot of athletes forget about leg day. Y'all want all upper body strength but no leg strength. Like, in my opinion, what happened to wearing high top sneakers? I've been seeing a lot of injuries. Why y'all wearing these low tops? Where's the ankle support at? Spraining ankles and everything else. That's a common basketball injury. Support your ankles. Wear some dang on high tops. Y'all wearing low tops for it.
I'm more of a 3/4 kind of guy, like the 3/4.
Like you like the mids.
Yeah. Yep. Well, not these I got on. These are lows. Yeah.
Played while that's the difference in man. Iverson played while hurt. If you looked at a Sixer game and they dotted everywhere where he was hurt, he didn't care.
Those Kobe injuries were more serious than Anthony Davis injuries was.
Yeah.
He played with a damn near dislocated finger. He shot free throws on a torn Achilles.
What's going on,
He played through torn rotator cuffs in his shoulder. Don't you know? Those are more serious injuries than Anthony Davis played with. Those in the league today, that's ticky-tack injuries, like a thumb or a ham. Kobe will play through those hamstring injuries. Chris Paul played through a hamstring injury.
Look at Chris. Was it last year? Remember his shoulder? He couldn't he didn't want to tell Monty Williams that his shoulder was hurt because he knew he was going to come out.
Yep.
And it's same with Klay Thompson. He had Achilles and he did the free throws as well. Exactly. I'm pretty. Didn't Curry play on an injured foot too?
Speaking of error, since you talk about that burn, this error is weak. I'm looking. It was a statement that Michael Thomas, which is Klay Thompson's dad. Y'all know he used to play for the Lakers back in the day. Michael Thompson said LeBron couldn't have survived in the 80s with the physicality and the words guys said to each other back then. We all respect LeBron's ability, but man, sometimes he acts too entitled, like he's supposed to get everything he wants.
Well, that's just what
that's a fact. I believe everything Michael Thompson just said in that statement.
Well, you can't just say that about LeBron, which he is right, 100% true, but that's majority of the league nowadays. Majority of this league is begging for fouls, like arguing with the refs, getting texts, and everything. That's just what the league now is today. The league is soft. The refs calling too many bad calls. You see James Harden going like, wee! You see like all these flopping and everything. Like, it's bad.
Right, back in the 80s and the 90s, there was no flopping. Like, what do you need an Oscar for
2000
to get a foul?
2000, there was no flopping.
I mean, this league is weak right now. That foul by Chris Middleton, when he got kicked out the game, that Nets and Brooklyn game, and the Nets Brooklyn and the Bucks still won that game. When he accidental pulled down, I forgot who was that, Bruce Brown. I think he actually accidental. He was going for the ball, but that was an accidental. They kicked him out the game for that. You tell me, y'all, someone go back and look at that play and you tell me, was that intentional? Was that and the man tried to help him up, but you get kicked out of the game for that. You tell me, you look at that and you go back to in another error. Is that actually a flagrant foul? That is a common foul. How about go back and look at now? I think, the bowl by Vuka, that was unnecessary on Grayson Allen. That was retaliation. So I think that was right. That was kind of the right. That was okay. But in the reality, you rejected that. You go back to that. That's a common foul. That is a common foul when you get hold in the face. That's something that the Pistons used to do to Michael Jordan. Bo in the face every single time, and that was just like a common foul. This league is so soft at this point of time. People don't even try to grab their arm. They don't even try to grab their arm and intentionally hurt them. But still, come on now. You can't tell me that was a favorite with Chris Middleton done. I know the foul was hard. I know it was hard. But you can't tell me that play was a favorite enough to get him kicked out of the game. A favorite too enough for him to get kicked out of the game. You can't tell me that. In that other era, that wouldn't have happened. That's a common foul right there. Yep. Or that Grayson Allen one, before when that put Caruso out, and back in the day, that's an actual regular foul. That wasn't no flavor foul. You weren't getting kicked out of the game for those. That's absolutely weak. And the referees, like, I don't know what they're looking at. Some of these things, when you get hit in the face accidentally, that's not, and that wasn't intentional. That don't be intentional.
Right? They playing physical. They going for the ball. Like, they're not meaning like, oh, I'm gonna smush you in the face.
Just because you hit somebody in the face, that don't mean you're not going for the ball. That's accidental. You don't go up in intensity. You just try to hit someone in the face. You don't go up intentional. Nobody go up intentional and try to hit somebody in the face. I understand it's the face and it's the face. I understand that. But back in that era, that's not called a flagrant. That's a common foul. But you got referees just literally charging dudes from hitting somebody in the face and kicking them out for accidentally hitting someone in the face area.
Or what Max said, Austin Rivers got ejected, supposedly supposed to hit an elbow, but when you look on replay job,
don't even get me started with DeAndre Jordan last night.
It was a flop job on, I forget who they were playing, but he sold it and the refs kicked him out. He didn't even touch him. If you look at the replay, he didn't touch him. It was a whole bunch of air.
I'm telling you that I know you guys did not watch the Sixers game.
I've seen the clip though.
You saw the clip with DeAndre Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That was so ridiculous. I'm like,
that was flagrant.
I was doing my live play-by-play, and I was just like, what? No.
That was clearly a flagrant. That was
flagrant 1, but not a 2.
I don't know.
You got a flagrant 2 on that.
It was Lance. It was Lance Stevenson. Austin Rivers was playing on Lance Stevenson. He did an elbow nowhere near him. Lance went back, and that was it. It was a wrap. You kick him out. He didn't elbow him. Clearly, you clean the replay, and he didn't elbow him. I'm like, ref, what are y'all looking at? He didn't touch him, but
did y'all see that? Did y'all see that Kurt Rambis when Kurt Rambis got clotheslined?
Yeah.
Don't you know that wasn't really a flagrant foul back in that day? That was not actually a flagrant foul. It was just a foul. The man literally got clotheslined. Something that the man should have been kicked out the game or fired. But in that area, that's a common foul because it's a playoff basketball foul. The man literally got clotheslined by the man.
So Anthony says, is the league just weak, or is it just flopping? Like, what do you have to flop for to get? I get it. You want to get your fouls. Like, but now thank God they stopped that flopping because you get warrant now. Like, no, like that was a flop. Come on.
It's weak. This league today is weak. It's soft. A lot of my friends stopped watching the NBA because how bad it's gotten. They only watch college. Hell, they'll watch high school if they can.
You mean to tell me a prime Michael Jordan wouldn't come in the league and dominate today? How soft this league is. Then you got the 3 seconds. Then you can't. He's Michael Jordan, for God's sake. You can't touch him. You can't touch him already. Then 3 seconds where you just can't sit up in the paint. Michael Jordan, it would be easy. It would just be easy. Michael Jordan can score at least 40, average at least 40.
And I hate that defense of 3 seconds.
I don't like it either. I actually don't like it either.
Like your true bigs can't rim protect. They took that out because they just saying, they want everybody to go to the basket. It's all about rating and money. When has the NBA been about ratings and money? Why can't we just watch a good game?
Well, look at Rudy Gobert. He's in the paint majority of the time, and he's about to get his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year. Yay!
Gobert irks my nerves.
Gobert, look, like if you can stay actually in the paint though, Gobert, if it's no 3 seconds, Gobert type of play, he would dominate on
Oh,
defense.
Right.
He would dominate on
Facts.
defense. He would actually, because he would not have to. But like right now, but he wouldn't have to. He can't stay in the paint because you know why? He may have a shooter or something. The way now it's turned into a 3-point shooting league, he can't just stay in the paint all day now. Now if it's a virtual center like Clint Capella, oh yeah. Well, knowing Clint Capella can't shoot, oh yeah, he'll be over. He'll be as dominant on defense. He'll be just as dominant.
I was actually watching the JJ Redick podcast today with Kevin Durant, and JJ asked, "Was it harder for you to score when you were playing for the Thunder, or is it easy? Is it harder now?" He goes, "It's harder way back when he was with the Thunder. He couldn't score 30 on any given night. There was no
rim protector there.
Yeah, there was no screens. There was none of this, none of that. That was so much harder to score back then. It is now.
I believe it.
Yep, I do too.
Definitely, like back in that era, you wouldn't be able to score 35, 40, 50, 60 points back then like they do now.
Yep.
James Harden will not last. I'm telling you right now. He will not. I hate saying that, but it's the truth.
All
I
right.
hate saying that, but it's the truth.
Which team is going to have a bigger postseason threat?
Which one? I don't. Which one?
I don't matter. Any
Both
given conference, West, East or West.
Oh, you said which teams, and then you just I thought we were gonna get a couple options.
No.
Okay.
Y'all can pick.
Oh, okay.
Which team is going to be a bigger postseason threat?
Oh my guy, thank you, man.
To be
Appreciate
honest, I got Dallas. I think Dallas in the Western Conference,
Dallas here.
and I'm gonna go Brooklyn in the East, whichever they play. I'm gonna go Brooklyn as a lower seed. I think Brooklyn in that first round gonna pose any type of problems to any higher seed. That's a dark horse. That is a dark horse. Long as Kevin Durant and Kyrie can drop 42 like he did on the Rockets last night, and Kevin Durant can erupt for 50 or 40 at any point of time, they're going to be interesting. They're going to be interesting to actually watch, to play against any first-round team in the Eastern Conference. I'm telling you, Brooklyn, if I was any Eastern Conference team at the top, I would be scared to play Brooklyn in the playoffs with a Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Now, the only thing, they can't be able to defend, but stopping them on offense will be hard to do. So I'm gonna go Brooklyn and Dallas. I'm gonna go Brooklyn and Dallas in the Western Conference. Dallas was really, really good. Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, they're really, really good. And me and Matt,
the Dwight Powell, man, he's really good. I haven't really watched a whole full Dallas game until they played Sunday when they was on regular TV. They played the Bucks. The White Powell is good.
Yeah, he's very good. Me and Matt talked about that on our show the other day, man. Dallas is very good, man. They are very scary, underrated in the West, man. They're going to be very good.
Mitch, who's your two?
So to have the hardest path in the playoffs, the hardest.
Who's the bigger threat?
He's the bigger threat.
In the postseason.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the hardest path to advance, and I was going to say the Sixers for that. But the biggest threat, I could see Memphis to a degree. I could see Memphis because they got Ja, their team is deep, got all that. I want to go different from Brooklyn though. It's I'm trying to go different, but it's difficult. It just depends on their defense though. So I think I want to see Brunson play well too. I really do. Brunson's going to be fine. So, yeah, give me Brooklyn. God dang it.
So, my two, it might be a shocker to y'all, but in the West,
I'm
going to say Golden State because they're going to get a healthy Steph Curry back. They're going to get a healthy Steph Curry back. You still got Jordan Poole, you still got Klay Thompson and those guys over there, Draymond Green. I'm going to take Steph in the Golden State in the West, and in the East, I'm gonna still say the champs. I'm gonna still say the Bucks. I'm still going to say Milwaukee. Giannis is playing at a high level right now. Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis is playing great, and Middleton. I'm going to take the Bucks.
Yeah, I try to pick. I be trying to pick stuff that nobody would really think of, a team nobody would really actually think of. So yeah, I went with Dallas and Brooklyn. I
I got
like
another one.
your dark horses.
I got another one. I think I saw it in the chat. Maybe not. Yep, here it is. Boston. Lock it in. They're on fire. I know they're missing Robert Williams, but when you have that duo, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and you have Marcus Smart doing the hard work defense, and he can still make buckets, Boston. I hate to say that.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that one.
Yeah.
They're going to be pretty good. I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah. I wish I could say the Sixers, but.
It's our bench and everything else rotate. You were not going to talk about that. I mean, Phoenix is the number one seed right now. Of course, everybody's going to say them in the West. They're going to put up their numbers, but a bigger threat. It's any. I can't say Sunday because they play basketball every day of the week. But it's just like the NFL. Any given day, a team can win, can beat somebody. Oh yeah, the Raptors aren't pushover either.
That damn show not.
I was actually thinking of Denver if they get Michael Porter Jr. back.
No,
they're not getting him back at all.
I couldn't. I wouldn't say Denver. No.
I mean, are they getting Michael Porter Jr.? I know Jamal Murray's not coming back till next year now. Yeah,
I don't think they're getting Michael Porter back. Denver probably gonna be a one and done.
That's just good for me. I get
Denver will play Golden State.
Do you know any Denver fans that I get this tweet and DM after that happens?
No. Oh, the Swisher dude.
Oh yeah.
They'll be all on Jokic.
Oh yeah, when I brought up that question yesterday. God dang.
Yeah. So who?
Yeah, the Raptors. I gotta say the Raptors as well.
Yeah. Who is on the hot seat? Is it more Vogel or Steve Nash?
Vogel.
He's getting fired after this year.
Vogel. They actually announced that he's gonna get canned after this year.
He's getting fired after this year, so he's more on the hot seat. But I don't think it's all his fault, though. I think some of it is fault with his rotations and with him not being able to handle players. Why would the organization? Why would you say it's up to the damn organization to say, hey, put Russell Westbrook on the bench? You the goddamn head coach. You got to figure out the damn adjustments to make it. If you feel like, hey, it is best for him to be on the bench, you put him on the bench with no questions asked. You don't let a player just tell you, hey, I'm refusing to play on the bench. You don't let a player just let a player just tell you, hey, I'm not comfortable sitting on the bench. Hell, if you feel like that's what's best for the team, then you sit his ass on the bench, regardless if you like. He don't sit on the bench. He don't want to go through it. Then you don't play. You don't play. So that goes for any LeBron team. If LeBron thinks he can run over you and take control, then he would do that. And Frank Vogel was one of them. He did not respect Frank Vogel, even though he did lead them to a bubble championship in the bubble. But again, I think Frank Vogel just need to change. I'm not gonna say Frank Vogel is a bad head coach. I think he can excel somewhere else. I think he can coach up probably a young team and get grown them. Don't remember what he did with the Indiana Pacers. Even though he kept running into LeBron, but he did have a successful thing over there in Indiana, building that team up and taking that team to an Eastern Conference Finals over there. So he did do a good job coming through for that organization. He's not a bad coach. I just think it's time for him to go. I think it's just time for him to leave LA. But he do got some questionable decision makings in the regular season. Not playing Dwight Howard a lot, and Dwight Howard has done a great job. Again, late in this year, not playing Austin Rivers a lot, playing guys, not playing DeAndre Jordan a lot, who's over there playing with the Sixers. Now he's a playoff squad, averaging more points than he averaged with the Lakers. So I guess that's pretty much a plus. That's pretty much a plus over there. I don't know how long DeAndre Jordan will be playing for the Sixers, but other than that, he's doing better with the Sixers than the Lakers. He seems more happy with the Sixers than the Lakers. And other than that, like I said, I think Frank Vogel is going to get canned this year. I think he's going to get another head coaching job, though. He definitely is going to get another head coaching job.
Speaking of DeAndre Jordan against the Bucks, he did not even play, and we had Paul Millsap on Giannis. So
we should have won that. We should have beat the Bucks. I mean,
we should have beat the Bucks and the Pistons.
The Bucks. I think the Sixers actually match up better with the Bucks. Like we should have won that game.
Oh yeah.
Granted, Embiid should have dunked that last play. After that, I watched it again. He should have dunked it. But again,
because at first you said like he couldn't dunk.
Yeah. And then Embiid said it himself. He should have dunked. He should have dunked it too. But there's no way you're gonna have a Millsap on a Giannis and score 17 straight points. Even when he scored 5 points, I'm putting Joel back in. Like Doc has to know these things. But anyway, we're not talking about Doc. I'm not talking about.
Well, I actually want to bring up about Brooklyn. Nash is not on the hot seat as of yet because of this trade. That went down because they still haven't got Ben Simmons. But I'm just saying, like, once they wanted Ben Simmons, like they wanted him. He was the focal point of this trade, and you haven't got him for the rest of the year. So next year, if Ben Simmons actually plays, which I don't think he will, but if he plays next year and they do well, he won't be on the hot seat.
Does he stay with the Nets for a while, or is he a free agent after this?
I think he got 2 years. I'll look it up. I'll look up his contract. It's gonna make
let's not talk about Ben before the resident Ben sexual comes in here.
Who? Oh,
you missed it last. Oh, Mitch, you missed it last night. We was in here roasting Damian.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Terrence Eccles.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Because he was going in about Ben Simmons, and we was like, "Yo, you are a Ben." I keep telling him he's a bisexual, and then Ern called him a bend over. Yo, we was in here going in like we got off late. We didn't log off. We didn't go in the stream till 9:15 because we was going in on Damian with his blasphemous comments.
And Dante. So Terrence Eccles came into my chat, my live stream, and he's like, Doc Rivers is a great coach, and I'm up to debate that. So we're gonna do that, me and him. And we want you to be the moderator for that.
I got you. Like, I'm not saying Doc Rivers is a bad coach.
I'm gonna say he's overrated. No, I'm not saying he's bad.
I think he's overrated. I think he's an overrated head coach. I'm not saying that doesn't mean he's an actually bad head coach.
Yeah, he's a very
good head coach. He's a very good head coach. Not a great head coach. He's a very good head coach. That's what
he commented on my video, and he's like, "We won't get a better coach than Doc Rivers."
Jesus Christ.
But I respect his takes, though. At least
I do too. I love him for that. But it's just like, bro.
Yeah.
One more topic before we get down to the really nitty gritty. Who should leave Utah? Should it be Gobert or Donovan Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell. He needs to go. I'm telling you. Rudy Gobert's not really much of anything on the offensive side of the ball. So it's basically 4-on-5. So Donovan Mitchell needs to go. And shout out to my guy Greg Melly, because he was making a video how the Sixers should go after Donovan Mitchell or Bradley Beal in this offseason. So that's a possibility as well. Can you imagine Donovan Mitchell, Harden, Embiid? Or you have Maxey, Beal, Harden, and Embiid. I don't know who the fourth will be because Tobias will be gone. Yeah, but it's one ball. I know. I get that. But can you just imagine that? And George's Niang will be the fourth. Niang. What is that noise?
Dante, that's me.
I was like, what's that noise?
Is that a trick question?
We already know you're gonna say Donovan Mitchell.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna come back and answer that question. Hold on, about 2 seconds. Hold on, I'm gonna come back and answer that question.
I'm afraid.
He has a jersey. What the hell?
All right, so here we go.
What?
Here we go. Now, this is how I'm gonna break it down right here. Okay. So if I was a Utah Jazz, who was I'm choosing? If I can get Donovan Mitchell to stay, I would. But this is what I'm gonna do. I would trade Rudy Gobert. I would trade Rudy Gobert. Look, I'm saying I'm choosing Donovan Mitchell. But if I can keep Donovan Mitchell on Utah, I'm giving trading Rudy Gobert because I think we can have a chance of winning with Donovan Mitchell more than Rudy Gobert. People saying Rudy Gobert is the best player. Rudy Gobert is the best player. We about to find out that's right. We about to find out that soon. But if I'm Donovan Mitchell, they saying Rudy Gobert is the best player in Utah. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. But I'm choosing Donovan Mitchell way over Rudy Gobert because Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the Utah Jazz team. And defense is a bit key, but you don't beat OKC without a Donovan Mitchell. You don't get to the second round without a Donovan Mitchell on that team. You don't. So the show that I want Donovan Mitchell, and I think Donovan Mitchell is the best player, is two ways. I will go with it. If I want to keep one, I'm keeping Donovan Mitchell, and I'm letting go Rudy Gobert. Or either that, since they saying Rudy Gobert is the best player, Donovan Mitchell, I'm out. But I'm saying this all along. If the Utah Jazz doesn't make it past the first round or lose in the second round again, if I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm asking out. I'm asking for a trade. I'm asking out. So that's how I will approach it.
That's interesting. Because if Donovan Mitchell leaves, no offense is gonna go through Gobert. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. It definitely not gonna happen.
But here's the thing, though: if you trade Gobert, who's gonna take on that contract?
Oh, you easily can get somebody can do it. I don't think Gobert is like it. I don't know if his contract is expiring. Did they just redo it?
Somebody's gonna want a big time rim protector. Trust me, a defensive guy. Somebody's gonna do that.
I know. Well, it's a backup.
It doesn't look like ain't nobody gonna want to take a contract like that or want to do it, but somebody's gonna take that bait on. If you put Rudy Gobert for trade talks right now, going into the all season, somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna trade for that for him.
Oh damn, he's on this shit for 5 years. Okay.
Who, Gobert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. The French fry, yeah.
Freaking French fry. Where did he
go to college? I'm keep forgetting this.
He played overseas basketball.
That's what I thought.
Paris.
He played for Paris, I believe.
Yeah.
I think because he's from He's from France or something. Yeah.
You want to hear something funny? Omos is taller than Rudy Gobert.
Oh snap! So Donovan may have to, if you want to be real. So Gobert's contract is through 2026. He's an unrestricted free agent in 2026, so he just got that extension.
So he's gonna stay out there. He's gonna be out.
Gobert's locked up.
Yeah, he's locked up.
And I think Donovan Mitchell's a free agent this offseason. I think.
Oh, if that's the case, Donovan Mitchell need to roll.
Hey, if he's a free agent, if he's a free agent, and if I'm Donovan Mitchell, if I have another first round or second round, I'm done. I'm walking.
Nope.
I'm walking.
If I were him, I would go to Miami.
Donovan Mitchell got the max. He's not an unrestricted free agent until 2026. We'll go there.
He can't go nowhere then. He can't go nowhere. He can't. He locked in.
He can't go nowhere.
He can't move. He can't move then. He's
so
locked
they need
in.
They need to bring in another piece to Utah then.
That's what they said about Ben Simmons couldn't be moved because of his contract. And look,
he just got that. They just got that contract. Ben was maybe 2-3 years into his contract.
I mean, that's what they were saying with that contract. But hey,
that's a hell of a lot of money to be taken on.
You know what's bad? A bad contract? Tobias Harris. His contract is so bad.
Oh, leave Tobias alone. He's starting to come into his own right now. We're gonna need Tobias in the playoffs.
Wait. I know, but just wait. I'm telling you. Chicago, we're gonna need him tomorrow with no Matisse Thybulle. Who's gonna start?
Well, that's the interesting. Speaking of Matisse Thybulle and where are we going? So the playoffs, they look like this. We're gonna start in the East. And of course, number 1 seed in the East is Miami. Then you got Boston, Milwaukee, Phillies 4, Toronto's 5, Chicago 6. So Milwaukee would either play. I mean, Miami plays that 8th seed, whoever that is. Boston plays that 7, whoever that is. Milwaukee would play Chicago, and we would play Toronto. Now, here's the thing with Toronto. Toronto, it was Philly and Boston. I think it was another team. Have not yet said if the team was fully vaccinated. You're not vaccinated. You're not stepping foot in Canada. Canada are not playing no games. This is why Matisse I think, is not playing tonight. They saying something's wrong with his finger. I think it's his vaccination status because he can't go in Canada. So if some key guys aren't vaccinated on this Sixer team, it's going to be a difference maker in this game, in that series. It's going to be a difference maker in that series. So if you want to hurt your team, you just got to man up and take that shot. I'm just saying, you letting your teammates down, especially if you're playing in a series in Canada, take the damn shot. If it means going to the finals, earning a championship, don't be another first round exit.
Yep.
I'll look at it.
Yep. They need to get whoever ain't got the vaccination, they need to go and get it. Just in case you got to play in a series with them guys. Just in case.
We're gonna be playing Toronto because
that's official.
Chicago was 5, they lost. They moved down to 6.
Okay.
So I mean, we still got a couple more games left, but as of they're locked in. Number 1 through 6 is locked in. So yes, we're playing Toronto.
You know what's funny? Let's say hypothetically, Brooklyn plays Toronto. Kyrie can't play away; he can only play at home.
Again, still, yep.
It's like the exact flip flop.
And then you got to play in. You got Cleveland, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Charlotte, and then in the West, you got Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State, Dallas, Utah, Denver. Now Phoenix and Memphis will play the playing games, whoever they'll be. Golden State is playing Denver. That should be a good series. And then you got Dallas and Utah. Dallas is beating Utah. Utah's always a first round exit. I don't see them getting past Dallas.
Can they guard Spencer Dinwiddie or Luka?
You got Luka Doncic. Can they stop him?
I'm just saying because Donovan Mitchell's going to be on Luka. So who's going to be on Spencer Dinwiddie? Mike Conley?
Y'all still can go up to second though, because y'all in a 3-way tie for second, right?
Oh,
look, Key, it's not y'all. The seeding is not locked in yet because y'all all in a 3-way tie. Y'all all in a 3-way tie. Y'all still can get high as second.
That is true.
The Bulls can still get filled. They still can get filled. So it's not you. How many games left in the season? About 2.
2.
We got 3. Sixers got 3.
Y'all still can get as high as second. The playoff seeding is locked. Now the playoffs clinching. The playoffs is locked. It's locked in, but the seeding is not locked all the way through. But y'all all in the first. Y'all all in the second place tie. Boston, Milwaukee, and Sixers. Y'all in the second place tie. Still in that tie. Y'all still in it. Y'all still can get second. Can go high as second actually. And the Bulls still can catch Toronto possibility. They still can catch it.
Yeah, I know we got the easiest schedule. That don't mean nothing. We lost to Detroit. We got to play Detroit again. Detroit is the last game of the season. So it's Toronto, Indianapolis. It's Toronto and it's the Pacers again, and then it's Detroit.
I'm actually scared for the Pacers and Detroit. Just based off last games.
They're still gonna play hard, bro.
Depending on what it is, those last 2 games, I don't care. Joel should not be playing. He should not play them games. He should not. This is when Doc Rivers got to chalk it up. Let Paul Reed and Bassey get some minutes. He's gonna have to. You have to save Joel. He can't.
I'll tell y'all, seeding don't matter, bro. That home court advantage shit, that don't matter, bro. I'm telling y'all. Still gotta go out there, still gotta play. That seeding, you still gonna have to see somebody good in the second round anyway, or the first round anyway. That seeding shit don't matter. I'm telling y'all.
What about Harden? Harden can play. It don't matter about Harden. Like Anthony says, he don't see Harden showing up in the playoffs. We all know what We all know what Harden does in the playoffs. You know he's non-existent, really.
And I'm doing that game tonight. I have some flaws. I'm doing that game tonight.
Sixers had Key. Y'all not trying to. No, I don't want to lose to Detroit twice. No. Suns resting Booker. Aiden. Yeah, I don't
want Dub to be like, you.
I rest them the whole season. I rest them the whole season. Not gonna lie, I don't need them. I don't need them to play. It's 2 or 3 games left. Hey, y'all are still good. Y'all gonna end up in first place anyway it goes. Y'all ain't losing nothing.
Toronto will have them play though.
Yeah, the season is officially over Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, the season is officially over. And then it's the play-in. What's going on, Nick? And then it's the play-in. So we're definitely gonna be covering those games. Sad about Harden's playoff performances. Yeah. All right, so let's get into these games tonight. It's only 6 games on the slate on the schedule right now. The Mavericks is actually winning against the Pistons right now, but are y'all picking Dallas to beat Dallas to beat Detroit?
Yeah.
Here comes Damian.
No, hey, no, I'm not.
We got the Nets versus the Knicks.
I'm going with the Nets. I wanted to go for an upset so bad. I'm not going to.
I do too.
That's a Mitch. We got the Wizards and the Hawks.
Hawks. The Wizards can win though, but I got Hawks.
I got Wizards.
You got the Celtics and the Bulls.
I got Bulls. I got Celtics. I got Celtics. Bulls can't beat anybody good.
I got Boston.
We got the Jazz and the Thunder.
Thunder.
You picking OKC to beat Utah?
Yes.
I want to go with upset so bad, but I just can't do it. I can't do it.
And then we got the Suns and the Clippers, and Norman Powell was back also for the Clippers.
The only reason I'm going for the Clippers because the Suns are resting their players.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Opposite Vlog just told me. Just said in the chat. The only reason I'm doing that because they don't really even need the game anyway. So why? They don't even need the basketball game like the Clippers do. The Clippers need this basketball game more. They're still gonna play, but I don't think the Suns care. I don't think the Suns care actually.
Do I get anything if the Thunder win?
Oh.
What?
Somebody said it's down to the Saints and the Eagles for Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah. It's been like that for like a week now.
Interesting.
Oh, I just got alert. Wow. Thibault's out for the Raptors. Thank you for telling me.
It said Ben Simmons has 6 30-point games in his career, and Maxey has 7. This is the first time I
Terrence Eccles, I love you, bro. But how are you a Ben Simmons fan? Like, what?
Hey man, like I say, if it ain't too tough, I go in A. If it's very tough and I don't know right out the side of my mind what I'm gonna do and who I'm gonna pick, then I'm going in A and just tune in.
He said this is the first time I didn't hear Dante say NA. Question: do y'all think Kawhi should come back to play in the playoffs? That if he's cleared. But I don't think he's coming back. He can't.
No, I don't think so. Said him, he didn't play this whole year. He didn't play this whole year. They're going into the playoffs. I will go ahead. We're not going to win a championship any goddamn way. We're not a championship contender team anyway. So let's just go ahead and wait till another season. Wait till next year to bring him back. We have a full off season. He will be in game shape. Wait till next year to bring them back. They're gonna be a tough out if they make it to the actual playoff any goddamn way. So yeah, let them sit out. Don't even bring him back. It's for him to get hurt again, and then that would be another setback. Nah, keep him out. Don't let him play this year.
Kawhi is another person that you touch, he break.
Yep.
But there you have it, guys. Another Fadeaway podcast is in the books next week. Next Wednesday, make sure y'all come on back. Playoffs will be set. We'll go over our picks and predictions of the first round. Who gets in, which series. Make sure y'all tune in for that. You don't want to miss another episode Wednesday. And then on the Spotlight Sports streams, make sure y'all come on back for Mitch and Gooley for the AEW watch along. If Kawhi was able to come back, the Clippers can upset top teams in the West. That's a fact. And I don't think the Clippers would be a playing team if Kawhi was playing. But make sure y'all come on back again tomorrow. Coach's Corner will be back again, all NFL show.
We got baseball tomorrow, guys. I'm very excited. Baseball is finally started.
Are we doing live for the Phillies?
I think Robert is.
Opening day for the Phillies, I believe, is Friday. I'm not sure if Robert is doing that game or not.
But I know I'm doing the Yankees in Boston, and I'm doing my Astros on that opening night. So yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Dante got opening day tomorrow. The Yankees and the Red Sox. Then he has the Coach's Corner, and then he's going to have his Houston team as well. Again, we're going to have a lot of live streams with baseball. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Spotlight Sports streams where all our play-by-play is. Check out the network again. Just make sure y'all tune in for that. Again, tomorrow, Coach's Corner. Don't forget, Friday, we have Ruthless Attitude for the wrestling stream. Going to break down and go over everything that happened at the WrestleMania, if y'all didn't see that.
Congrats, Keith.
We're going to see if Jake can do some NHL hockey, because Jake is like the genius and the voice of hockey. Y'all don't want me to do hockey because I'll let y'all listen to the audio.
Oh my God, I'm so bad at hockey.
I'll call out some of the good plays from the players, but to sit there and physically do a lot of play-by-play with hockey is hard and this fast. So no, I'm not doing that. I'll see. We'll talk about that.
What I will be watching tomorrow and this weekend? The Masters. I'll be watching the Masters.
Then watch golf.
I can watch golf over soccer.
Nope, I'm taking soccer all day long. I can't watch golf.
I grew up like my grandfather watched soccer, golf. My dad watched golf.
Is Tiger Woods coming back?
Yeah. He said he can win.
All right. Well, maybe I'll tee in to watch Tiger, and that's about it. But
he's kicking off tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning.
Oh hell no! I can't see. I can't.
Huh? What?
But there you go, guys. Any last words before we gotta roll out of here?
Great, another great show, another great grind, and baseball is here tomorrow. Cannot wait. I'm happy as hell. Thank you, Jesus.
Good show.
The show 22. You know I'm excited.
I might get that game too. I may go get it too.
For free. Did not have to pay for it. Thank you, Xbox Game Pass. Thank you for that.
Well, I have a PS5.
I saved my $60.
I have a PS5.
It's a rich people system.
I got it as a gift. Leave me alone.
Make sure it's every Wednesday, 6:00 Eastern time. So but Bobby, make sure you come on back next week. Have all your notifications on, so you won't miss it. All right, guys. So that was another Fadeaway podcast. Have a great and wonderful evening. I'm gonna go eat breakfast for dinner now. Don't judge me. We having breakfast for dinner.
Nice.
But
I just ate mine.
Was it gluten free? You know I gotta.
It was tofu. It was tofu.
See? Exactly. Tofu. I gotta mess with you. Gluten free. I gotta mess with you. I gotta do it.
Hey, we eat healthy here.
Tofu. What kind of blandness? But anyway,
I'm done.
On a paper plate.
Yeah. Because with the whole binging.
Hey, don't forget Money Mitch. Mike D'Antoni is coming. I'm telling you, watch.
I know that. I know that. It's cute. I'm fine with it.
And the words. I mean, if we get him, we get him.
This is not going to end, is it?
We might turn some heads offensively, but like Dante said, we're not going to play no defense, and our defense is solid.
I actually got to head out. Got a podcast to go to.
But anyway, guys, we're out of here. Enjoy y'all rest of y'all evening. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times two. I heard they want the news. Come tune in to the crew. But we got the hookup just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and the like button too. I heard they want the news.